Hey guys, welcome back or welcome in for your first time. This is not some breaking news or really a revelation for anybody, even if you are or aren't a Spurs fan. I'm sure you already know Victor Wembanyama is going to be the defensive player of the year for this year. It's pretty much a no doubt thing at this point. I'm not sure exactly what website this is. It's some sports betting type thing. Um, I honestly have no idea how these odds work for the most part, but I know if you're in the minus, that's a good thing. And Victor is minus 429 to win the Defensive Player of the Year. Evan Mobley's plus 1,000. Again, I don't know exactly how these numbers work out, but I know that this is not even close, and Wemby's just way ahead, even as far as the betters. The betters are projecting there. But with that being said, not even seeing. Oh, here's Rudy Gobert way down here again. It's kind of more what this video is going to be about is how Rudy kind of won last season. Wemby just got robbed of the Defensive Player of the Year last season. He definitely should have won it as a rookie, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. They gave Rudy his fourth. I think that's tied for the most of all time because he has those four Defensive Player of the Years all together. He definitely deserved, um, at least two of those. You can argue three. There were some seasons he didn't win that I thought he probably should have won, to be honest. But if we see right here, here's Wemby's numbers for this season. I won't even get into the offensive numbers at all. This is just going to be about defense. But 3.9 blocks, so the 4 blocks, 1.1, so the 1 steal. 4 blocks, 1 steal for Wemby this season. So, like we were saying, we all know he's definitely going to win the DPOY for this season. 3.6 blocks, 1.2 steals, and 10.6 rebounds last season when Rudy beat him out somehow for the Defensive Player of the Year. All right, so try to remember those stats. 1.2 steals, 3.5 blocks. We'll just call it one. 1 steal, 3.5 blocks, 10.5 rebounds. All right, that was 23-24 right here. 23-24 last season. All right, again, we won't look at any offense. I know Rudy has a lot of terrible moments on offense. A lot of people call him a trash player and like to bash on him. I don't think he's a trash player. He does a lot of good stuff on defense, but he just has a lot of trash moments on offense where he just looks horrible and he just gets memed on and just destroyed. And he kind of does it to himself. He'll just miss open layups and just airball stuff and just do a bunch of random stuff offensively. But back to the defense though. All right, 23-24. 13 rebounds, 12.9, so we're just giving 13. 2 blocks and 0.7, so a little less than a steal. Um, yeah, he had a rebound and a half more. He had a block and a half less, almost half a steal less, and they just gave him Defensive Player of the Year for a rebound and a half more. Um, Again, not everything is on the stat sheet. Rudy is probably a better one-on-one post defender. Last year, when he's put on some more size and some more strength, so he's getting better at that. He was a little easier to push around on the post last year when he didn't weigh so much. So we got to give it to Rudy there at least, I guess. But even then, Wemby last year, he could still guard on the perimeter way better than Rudy. He could still switch pick and rolls better than Rudy. The only thing Rudy was better at was just one-on-one post defense. To be honest with you, he could just guard those heavier guys that Wemby might have some trouble dealing with. But still, in my opinion, of course, I'm a Spurs fan. In my opinion, Wemby got robbed for Defensive Player of the Year last year. It should have went to him and not Rudy. And a bunch of NBA fans that aren't Spurs fans also agree with that too. All right here as well. Defensive Player of the Year by year for these last however many years. You can go back pretty far here. Yeah, Rudy won 23-24. We already saw his stats there. 2020, 2021, Rudy won as well. All right, we'll get back to that in a second there. All right, so 2020, 2021 right here. Rudy had 13.5 boards, 2.7 blocks, basically 3 blocks, the half a steal. This year, I believe he did deserve it. 13 and a half rebounds is crazy. 3 blocks to go along with that, and then just really call him the Stifle Tower, just lockdown defense in the post, great one-on-one defender in the post. Now look at that, average 15 rebounds a game in 21-22 and 2 blocks. He didn't win the Defensive Player of the Year that year, but I feel like he deserved it that year as well, to be honest. But I forgot who it was, but he didn't get it that year. All right. So yeah, he won. Marcus Smart. Let's see. That was it, right? Yeah, 21-22, 14.7. And the 2 blocks. I'd feel like Rudy got robbed that season, honestly, if I was a Utah fan. Or what was he? Yeah, he was still Utah at that point. Yeah, coming back. And then 2018-19, 2017-18, he won back-to-back as well. 17-18, 18-19. All right, here we go. So these 2 seasons. 10.7 rebounds, 2.3 blocks, and almost a steal. I don't think that's really crazy numbers. I have to go back and compare him to other people that season, I guess, to really make a more fair comparison. But I feel like there was probably a defender out there that season that deserved it more than Rudy, but they gave it to him, and then right there. So I can understand people kind of hating on him that season and saying he might not have deserved that. I guess that's fair. But right here, 18-19, that very next season when he won it in that back-to-back, 13 rebounds, 2.3, so almost 2.5 blocks, 0.8, so basically a steal. So yeah, basically 13 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, and a steal. I feel like he did deserve it that season. And then 1920, 2021, 13.5 rebounds both of those seasons, 2 blocks, 2.7 blocks that next season. That was 1920, 2021. 1920, 2021. He did win 2021, but Giannis won 2019 to 2020. And I think Giannis deserved that as well. Again, I'm just looking at numbers here. Giannis, I'd have to compare his numbers to Rudy's that season. Rudy's numbers may have looked better, but I think Giannis deserved that. Just in case of his versatility, he can play 1 through 5. He can switch everything. He's just so fast. I wouldn't say he's stronger than Rudy. I guess you could debate that, but he's just so much more versatile as a defender. Because Rudy, it's weird. He does deserve to be a multiple Defensive Player of the Year. He deserves at least 2 of them, in my opinion. You could argue for the 3rd and the 4th if you wanted to. But he's just a post defender, though. He can't really play perimeter defense. He's more of an old school defender. He's not such a new school defender where you can switch out to a small forward or one of those, ball handling power forwards, a smaller, quicker guy. He's not really that type of player for today's NBA. But, he has done some deserving things for those Defensive Player of the Years, or at least 2 of them, like I was saying. But yeah, coming back, I don't know if you saw my video the other day, saying Wemby's going to average, probably 4 blocks per game this season if he keeps up that pace. And I was thinking, I don't know if anyone's ever averaged 4 blocks per game a season. So I went over here and look at the most blocks per season was Mark Eaton with 5.6 and 84-85. I was like, that's freaking nuts. I don't know if that's even possible in today's game, because back then it was a lot of stuff was at the rim. Everything was going to post-ups. So many shots were taken in the paint. So you had a lot more opportunities to block those shots. And then Manute Bol, he's a legend as well. He had 5 blocks per game. I honestly don't know who Elmore Smith is. Sorry to you, Elmore Smith. Please comment below if you know who he is. But you have 4.9, so basically 5 blocks. Those 3 are in the 5 blocks gang up there. Mark Eaton had 4.6 another season. Hakeem had 4.6. Dikembe No. He had 4.5. The Admiral David Robinson had 4.5. Manute Bol 4.3 again. Trey Rollins 4.3. 4.3. Mark Eaton again. Hakeem had 4.2. Kareem had 4.1. Dikembe 4.1. Eaton again at 15 with 4.1. Then Kareem and Ewing, they both averaged 4 blocks a season. They have all the years. I won't name all the years, but you can see all the years these seasons were when they did that. And, that's at 17. So say Wemby does end up averaging the 4 blocks per season, which I think he will, then he'll be tied for, for 16th of all time with Ewing and Kareem there. I don't know how they decide who goes over who. Maybe the total blocks that season, perhaps. But yeah, it's crazy to think. Yeah, they actually already have him on here. Here he is, right here at 20. So yeah, Alonzo Dikembe. That's crazy to think you can average 4 blocks per season, and you're still only 20 on the blocks per game list. Let me come back to this real quick. All right, here we go. I thought I lost my list for a second there. Oh man, David Robinson, 21 and 22 with 3.9, 3.9. Mark Eaton's just all over this list. This dude is a beast. Played in Utah. I thought he played for the Trailblazers at one point. Maybe I just don't know my NBA history well. Please comment below about Mark Eaton if you know about him as well. Yeah, like I was saying, 5.6 per game. Let me see if it has. Looking for his minutes per game. Shows his total minutes. I mean, it should have the per game here. Oh, that's nuts too, right here. Dude, Manute Bol, that's insane. But yeah, 34.3 minutes per game. I was gonna make the argument that I was thinking he was gonna be playing 44 or something, and I can make the argument Wemby's playing 10 less minutes, but I can't even make that argument because he's playing 34.3. Wemby's at 33 minutes per game this season. So one more minute. I don't think Wemby's been blocking a shot and a half more just because of that one more minute. I mean, who knows? Yeah, Manute Bol, that's insane. 26 minutes per game. He's blocking 5 freaking shots in only 26 minutes. Yeah, I just wanted to go over some shot blocking history. Y'all already know, but just let y'all know again, Wemby's going to win the Defensive Player of the Year this season. He's not going to get robbed of it. I guess my laptop's falling down. I guess last season, the only argument the NBA was trying to make for Gobert could have made is just his one-on-one post defense. But I still think Wemby got robbed. His perimeter defense, he can switch pick and rolls, block jump shots, blocking more shots than Gobert still. Like, just a bigger impact player on defense. They just kind of gave him the rookie treatment and didn't give him his Defensive Player of the Year. But please comment below if you made it to the end. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe as well. Please hit your bell if you subscribe too, so you get notifications for when I post again. It really helps my channel grow, and we look forward to seeing you guys again next time.